Hi guys, my name's Matt. I'm a music teacher and professional musician from the northwest of England, and today's video is the beginner's guide to essential rudiments. For those of you who are just starting out and want to know a little bit more about rudiments, or maybe you've never heard of them, then I think this video is for you. Rudiments are a collection of stick patterns and rhythmic groupings that are used to create bigger and more interesting musical ideas on the drum kit. So are they important, and are they still relevant today, and do we really need them? With the term rudiment meaning fundamental, they are arguably the most important part of drumming. Not only do they serve as a vehicle for technique, control and meter study, they have also become integral to having a wider control and broader vocabulary on the modern day drum kit. They enable you to execute with precision musical ideas you come across. In fact, it's arguable that the majority of drum kit language is directly derived from rudiments. So today I'll be covering what I consider to be the most essential rudiments for any drummer, especially beginners. So let's start. Number 1, the single stroke roll. The sticking pattern is made up of single hits or strokes that move from hand to hand, or more simply put, right left, right left. This core rudiment is about controlling the stick, the bounce, developing a whipping motion and playing in time. It also does a great job of developing the weaker hand. Start by throwing the sticks at the pad, feeling the bounce and controlling it with a catch. Throw or whip the stick at the pad to create a bounce, control the bounce of the stick, and when you're ready, add an accent to the first stroke of each beat. Experiment with this at various tempos. Remember to relax. If you tense up, then the tempo may be too quick, so slow it back down and relax. Number 2, the double stroke roll. The double stroke roll seems like a natural progression from the single, as it does what it says on the tin. 2 strokes with each hand, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. However, don't let its simplicity lead you astray. The lesson here is controlling the energy and bounce of your stick. 2 strokes are to be achieved with one motion rather than 2 separate hits. This one is a big learning curve. Throw with enough energy to create a strong bounce, catch or snap the bounce with your hand, and return to start position and repeat with your left. Number 3, the paradiddle. A paradiddle is a mixture of single strokes and double strokes, creating a unique pattern which leads with your strong hand at first, then repeats with your weaker hand in charge. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Good thing about the paradiddle is that the nature of creating patterns with single hits or double hits is that inevitably you will land a stroke on your weak hand on the beginning of the beat. Also, building sequences made up of singles and doubles will lead to creative moments between 2 sound sources, making what we know as ostinatos or repeating patterns. As a budding student, these can be highly infectious and inspiring moments and can lead to further study of what we call linear patterns. So to recap, these are a mixture of single and double strokes, the leading hand will change, and it's an introduction to linear hand patterns. Number 4, triplets. Before I get shouted at, single note triplets aren't strictly a rudiment. This sequence is derived from what is known as a single stroke 4, which uses the triplet grouping. However, for the application on the drum kit, the constant triplet rhythmic groupings I find is a more important lesson, and again will force your weaker hand to take some control like the paradiddle. An accent at the first of each triplet is essential to create the correct feel. The leading hand will change throughout, like the paradiddle, and the strokes need to be consistently even, with no gaps. Okay, to wrap up this lesson, we've got a little play-along exercise for you to have a go at. We're going to move through 3 of these rudiments in sequence along to a metronome at 100 beats per minute. 1 bar of single stroke into 1 bar of double stroke, into 1 bar of paradiddle, then back to 1 bar of doubles, then we repeat the process. Play along at home and let me know how you do. Remember, rudiments will be with you for life, so try not to mistreat them. Practice them as often as you can, at the pad, at the kit, however you wish. Remember your technique, the throw, the bounce, the catch. Don't forget to breathe, and most of all, have fun. Thanks guys.